Hey, what's up guys, I'm Neville, and today I'm going to be talking about the possibility of Elfrid Peyton getting traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is not like, it is a trade rumor because like the Orlando Magic have came out and said they will be probably shipping off Evan Fournier and Elfrid Peyton. And this trade rumor is going to be just assuming that they trade both of them in the same deal, just saying. So, yeah, I mean, it is a rumor, but it hasn't been popularized yet. But, I mean, the Orlando Magic have came out and said that they are planning on shipping out Evan Fournier and Elfrid Peyton, which I don't know why, but they said they will. So, yeah, without further ado, without me rambling on too much, let's get right into this video. Alright, before I can get into why this would benefit anyone or anything, I think I need to get into what the trade package itself would look like. What I think the trade package could look like would be the Cavs would get Elfrid Peyton and Evan Fournier, and while the Magic would get J.R. Smith, Jay Crowder, and Kyle Korver, and maybe you could throw in Tristan Thompson, I'm not sure, or switch one of those players out for Tristan Thompson, I'm not sure. Whatever I think the Magic would want, I mean, from those four players, I think they could get. So, especially if they are willing to give up these two players. And this is just assuming that Elfrid Peyton and Evan Fournier will be traded in the same package. That's just me assuming it. So, yeah. So, now that I got the trade package out of the way, let's get into why this makes sense for the Orlando Magic to do. What I think, the Magic are ranked 29th in defense this year, which is the second worst in the entire NBA. They are awful on defense. Besides when they started off, ever since they started off the season really hot and cooled completely down, and now pretty much Antarctica on defense, they are awful. It's crazy. And if they were able to get a top 20 defense player in the league, which is Jay Crowder, and right now that dude has extremely locked down defense, at least last year in Boston, he was the only player on the Celtics that could slow down LeBron. He cannot stop LeBron, no, but he can definitely slow down LeBron and at least try to handle him and not let him go off for like a triple-double every time they play him. Another benefit for them to get Jay Crowder would be that he isn't that old. He's only 27 years old, and I mean, that would actually help them quite a lot in their rebuilding stages, as they are still rebuilding, and they've been rebuilding since the entire organization has started. But that's not here or there. And also this year, they are also terrible on offense, as they are ranked 29th in general scoring per game this year, meaning they put up the second least points per game this year, which is very, very bad. And also, they were able to get two pretty good three-point shooters in Kyle Korver and J.R. Smith, and they both shoot over 40% from the three. And also, what would help them a ton is how efficient they are on offense, as Kyle Korver is in the top 8 in three-point percentage this year, and only Magic, only one player right now is on their starting five is over the age of 25, and only one player on the entire roster is above the age of 30. So if they were able to get two, not old players, but two of these like veteran players that can score and kind of lead the team more than anyone else can right now, that would help them a ton, and they would be able to help these young players develop, which they do need desperately. But now that I got into why this would help the Orlando Magic, let's get into why this would help the Cleveland Cavaliers. So right now, this would give them a nice young core just in case LeBron does leave in the offseason. And if LeBron leaves, that would most likely mean Isaiah Thomas will leave. And they'll still have two really good players to pretty much replace them if they were to leave. As now, say Isaiah Thomas and LeBron leaves, you still have Elfrid Peyton and Evan Fournier, both way younger than both of them, and they do have a chance to, develop behind LeBron and all of them this year, so that would be extremely, extremely good. And right now, they are both under the age of 26, so they will have long careers, and Evan Fournier, as of right now, has a pretty long contract left, as, Elfrid Peyton, he'll most likely stay, but, if he doesn't, he could also leave next year, but I do think if they make it to the championship, he will stay at the Cleveland Cavaliers. So, and also, if they were able to get Fournier, they now have a good shooting guard to start in replacement for J.R. Smith, who they would be losing in this trade. So, yes, I do know Evan Fournier does play small forward right now, but he was drafted into the NBA as a shooting guard, and he played his first 3 years as a shooting guard, so the dude can definitely play shooting guard. And they'd also be getting a great player in Elfrid Peyton to back up Isaiah Thomas this year, who is way more reliable than their backup as of right now, which is Derrick Rose, and they don't have to worry about him breaking his entire body when he jumps like they do with Derrick Rose. And also, he can see the floor very, very well, and will be able to pass extremely well and pretty much fit in right in there, as he's never averaged under 6 assists per game in his entire career. And also right now, as we all know, the Cavs struggle with defense tremendously, but Elfrid Payton is ranked in the top 30 in steals per game, which he does average 1.3 steals per game, and that is better than any player on the entire Cleveland Cavaliers roster right now. So he would also help tremendously on defense. Another thing I forgot to say about Evan Fournier, even if they really do need him to back up LeBron, he'll be able to do that. But they will most likely move him as shooting guard just to play him where J.R. Smith is. And Evan Fournier right now at small forward and shooting guard, he is playing his 2 best years ever, and he's having a career high year in points, steals, and assists per game right now. So right now, Evan Fournier is extremely balling. And Elfrid Peyton, we have seen flashes of him being really good. He's just a really solid backup point guard to have, or even a starting point guard if you really need to. So yeah, but unfortunately that's going to be it for this video. So guys, if you do agree with me, do you think this is a good trade package? Do you think it's a bad trade package? What do you think the trade package should look like? If not like this, comment below what other trade rumors you want me to make videos on. And also, if you did like the video at any point, hit the like button. If you really liked the video at any point and want to help me out, hit the subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. And also, kids, don't think about you either. Remember, never do vegetables, always eat drugs. Stay safe, stay well, goodbye.